Hey guys, welcome back to the Entertainment Lab. We are back with another TV series recap, and this time we have Narcos Mexico. So sit tight for the next few minutes. Let me take you through the whole season. Hope you like our video, and if you do, please hit the like button and do subscribe to our channel. In 1985, when the army pillages Sinaloa, an ambitious farmer Felix Gallardo decides to create a drug empire in Guadalajara. A young DEA agent, Kiki Camarena, is transferred to Mexico. Felix tried to join all the traffickers, while Rafa studies a new type of marijuana, but it can only be grown in the desert. The problem with the operation is to resolve. Apparently, there doesn't seem to be enough water for cultivation, and for resolve the situation, Rafa speaks directly with a geology professor at the university, and finally blows up wells to find water. In the meantime, Felix continues his meeting to reach an agreement, but in the end, Pablo Acosta betrays and decides to kill him. Fortunately, bribed police officers save Miguel Angel and kill the boss of the Sinaloa cartel. Kiki, after realizing the high level of corruption, undergoes a dangerous undercover operation on his own in the plantation camps. Now, after reaching the desired agreement, Felix, his brother, and Don Neto became the bosses of the drug empire and celebrate it. Organize a wedding party for one of his best friend, a son of the governor. After months, Kiki and his men try to arrest the Narcos without success, but Felix remains in an unsafe position for the reckless action of his brother Rafa, who organized a fake kidnapping for a woman he loved, unleashing a manhunt by his girlfriend's father, a very important political figure in Mexico City. Miguel Angel, to save the friend, must do a favor to Nava, who had previously refused. This turns out to be a trap, and Felix is beaten by Nava's men to make it clear who is in charge. The investigation endangers Kiki's wife, but he is convinced to continue his job, infiltrates in the office of Miguel Angel Felix, and with his men decides to catch him in the United States to avoid corruption. After the route of the cocaine was blocked by the United States in Bahamas, Felix makes contact with the Colombian cartel and reach an agreement with the Cali cartel of Orajuela brothers. During the meeting, Pablo Escobar warns Miguel Angel and proposes another deal, half and half with him and Cali.
Por cada uno de ellos. Mitad Cali, mitad nosotros.
Back in Mexico, the war of marijuana trafficking between Rafa and Falcone carry on. The DEA agent and Kiki tries to capture Felix Gallardo in Texas. The pressure on Miguel Angel increases after the deal with the politician is not closed. In the moment, Felix is ready to cross the Mexican border. His associate Isabella is able to reach an agreement with Falcone, who respects the deal, informs Miguel Angel of the trap, and he can thus escape. Kiki cannot intervene and returns home very frustrated. Rafa is out of control because of the drug effect and begins to attract attention when one night he opens fire in a nightclub after saw his girlfriend together with Amado. After some time, Rafa killed two American citizens, mistaking them with police officers, and Felix organized a reunion to place a new orders and territories, excluding Isabella, who doesn't take it well.
Salud. Salud. Salud.
The woman complains the situation in Miguel Angel's office when Nava enters and threatens him to have more power and much money. But Felix kills him without hesitation. The DEA agents and Mexican army penetrates in the marijuana plantation and start a war with Rafa and his men. The police officers confiscate and destroy the entire camp, making one of the great drug trafficking operations of all time, with Kiki's satisfaction for the first time. Rafa manages to escape with the help of El Chapo and his men. Don Neto invites Felix to abandon cocaine trade, but he refused and Rafa kidnapped Kiki in retribution. Kiki is interrogated and tortured by Rafa, and the next day his wife reports his disappearance to the authorities. After that, Felix recommends Rafa to leave the country and he takes away Sofia once again and goes to Costa Rica. The new police chief Jamie arrived in Mexico and thanks to a tip arrived at the airport to block Rafa's escape. The DEA begins the operation to arrest Miguel Angel, but he manages to escape while Rafa was being arrested, perhaps betrayed by his friend. After a week, Jamie and DEA agents find the body of Kiki Camarena in the ranch. Felix and Neto decides to hide, but the latter was sold by his friends and arrested by the authorities. Miguel Angel tries to take refuge under the governor, but is arrested by the police, where he manages to escape after a new agreement with the commander.
Piénselo. Usted puede proteger a sus jefes.
Azul informs Felix of a new meeting at the Ensenada to restore the leadership, and Miguel Angel presents the new deal, with politics and police officer to retake the lead and kicked out Isabella on the business. The DEA begins the Operation Legend in Mexico to destroy the Guadalajara cartel. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you like this video, and if you do, please hit the like button and do subscribe to our channel.